Hi, it's Sharona. Welcome to Joyful Gardening. I have this big box of my fall order to tackle, and I have to get going with it because it's starting to get cold and they need to establish in the ground for about 4 weeks before frost. So let's get going. I'd really like to show you what I'm doing here with these hardy geraniums that I got in the mail. So the hardy geraniums are just bare roots. They have a little tip growing end, and I got 3 roots. I'm putting them in this kind of room temperature water for a few hours just to soak some water. I think that's going to help them grow and establish themselves better. Otherwise, they might dry out in my soil in my garden. So they came in this bag with a little soil around them. I tried to shake the soil off and put them in here. Not only that I'm soaking them, I wanted to show you how I'm figuring out how to plant them because it can be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna try and show you up close. So this is one root. This is the largest one, and if you come close, you'll see that it has these 3 over here, 3 growing tips. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 growing tips, and the instructions say to have the growing tips just below the soil level. So something like right up to here. And I'll pull these roots down and spread them kind of like you make a hole, and then inside the hole you mound soil, so this part sits on the top of that mound and the roots get pulled all around them and down deep, so kind of like that. But I'll show you when we get into the garden later on today. The next root is over here, and it's really hard to figure out what is the root and what direction to plant this. So I looked carefully and I was able to see a little tiny growing tip right over here, and so I figured that this goes up and this stuff above it is actually not roots. This is the old plant material that was growing above ground. Thank you, Chico. Okay, so I don't know if the mailman is still around. Okay, well, he'll be in the background. He doesn't bother, I hope. So these again are gonna go down into the ground. And then the last one that I have, thank you, Chico. The last one that I have is this one, kind of a long thingy. So it actually has a growing tip right here that is growing upwards, if you can see, and this is going to be kind of the ground level, so this part might be sticking up just a little bit, and all of this root is going to go deep into the soil, so kind of like a tap root, and it has these nodes on the side. So yeah, I hope that they'll do well. We'll see in the springtime. In the past, when I didn't read the full instructions, I didn't soak my roots, and some of my plants survived, some of my plants did not survive. So some actually didn't come up in the spring. So it's quite disappointing, and I don't want this to happen to you guys. So if you ever order bare roots, please just soak them, okay? And I'll get together with you later on today. Hi everybody. So at last I'm in my garden, and I have an area here behind my garage that for the past 2 or 3 years I had strawberries in it. But strawberry plants actually only produce for 2 or 3 years and then they dwindle down. And these were not producing. I had one variety there, took most of the area that I didn't even like. And my husband, honestly, he doesn't really like strawberries. He finds them too sour. So I'm going to plant flowers, and if I have space in between, I'll plant some vegetables. We really liked the kohlrabi last year, so we're gonna put those in between, and some lettuces and maybe a kale or something, you know, that we can use in the kitchen and enjoy the beauty. So I'll zoom in, and I already removed all of the strawberries and started my planting about a month or so ago. I found a few things on sale. Fall sales are wonderful, so you can get stuff for 50 or percent off or more. So I got those roses over there, and I got this, which I'm gonna plant. It's I forget what it's called. Dianthus. Yeah, this is dianthus. So it's a pink one. I tried to go with cool colors. I have blue phlox, and I have a blue clematis over there. There's red, and so pink, blue, things like that. Some red that go together. And in my hand, I have some bulbs from the package that you saw I received earlier this morning. I have 2 bags of daffodils and ballerina tulips, which I would like to have them growing kind of together because it will look pretty. And this is the area that I prepared for it. So I'm just gonna place stuff in the areas just to see how it's gonna go. I picked up at the Home Depot for $2 on sale these hyssops. These have, they're gonna grow very tall. I actually cut them back to fit into my vehicle. So they grow kind of 3-4 feet tall, and they have these beautiful blue purpley blooms that will attract lots of pollinators. And this area is right next to my vegetables, so I would like as much more pollinators and good insects that are attracted, the less bad insects that eat your plant. And this summer it worked fantastic. I really had nothing eating at my plants and nothing bothering them because I had so many good insects. So we'll get into that in the future, because I find that really important, and I'm gonna love this next year. So I got 2. One is placed over in the corner, and this one is actually gonna go in the backyard, in the back of my yard, so in a different location. So I'm gonna go work at it. I have also my geraniums soaking in here still, and I think it's enough. We can plant them now. So I'm gonna go get to work. Okay, I got me a bucket of compost for my compost bin, just to give them some nutrition to start off with. Not root bound. The roots are very nice. That's a good thing. Smells like licorice. Very pleasant smell. Okay, done for now. I'll water it later when I get to water everything. Now the geraniums. Would you like to come on closer and see? Here, I hope you can see. That's my mound.
All right. Root is going to go right on top. I mean, the crown is going to go on top here, and the roots are going to be spread down. Then I'll cover it.
Yay, I have one more root to plant. I'm putting them around my clematis. So they'll shade the bottom of the clematis, the root part, and the clematis is really gonna like that. It likes sun on the top, but it doesn't really like it on the roots. And this is facing south, so in the summer I'm gonna have all full sun here in this area. This is one of the warmer parts of my garden, and I can't wait. It's gonna be beautiful. So operation is undergo, and we go ahead, plant this one again. Spread the hairs around a mound, like kind of like hair over a head, and then we'll get on to the next one. Okay, find my way out of here. I tried to put some stepping stones to make it a little bit easier for me to get around. Okay, so I got two things planted: the geraniums, the hyssop, and now I'm going to get to the daffodils and the tulips. Okay, I'm starting to dig up the area where I'm going to plant the bulbs, and I need quite a big area. Don't want the bulbs closer than 4 to 6 inches apart, and I have quite a few, so they need to be I like them about 6-7 inches deep, and I have some unknown roots of some kind of a weed or a grass, so I'm trying to clean out the soil. So as I'm digging, I'm pulling these out. The lawnmower will take it. Hi, Chico. Hey, you came to say hi to everybody? Still have a few roots from the strawberries. I'm just pulling them out. I don't want them right now. Turns out I had some bulbs there that I forgot about. One is intact, one isn't. Oh well. I can try and plant it. It's really cut in half. I'm getting organized and putting all these weed roots and grass roots right in this bucket. Alrighty, so this is pretty much the area that I'm going to plant in. I'll bring you closer to see. Okay, it's my hole. And now it's just about distributing the bulbs, and it's recommended by some people to put the bulbs on a tray and kind of wiggle them around and to just throw them so they randomly land, and then it looks more natural. I don't feel like wiggling them on a pan because I want to handle them a little bit more tenderly, so I'm gonna just make believe and try and create what I do know is that I want the daffodils to grow kind of around the tulips. I chose colors that match. The ballerina tulip is orange, and I don't remember what the daffodils are, but I think they're just white. I don't remember. I'll have to see in the spring, but I remembered that they were matching, and I'm gonna go and try and play with that now. Okay, here come the tulips. All right, time to cover it up. I love the quiet that I have when I'm working. Just quiet, don't have to think about anything. Well, not the noise from the neighbors, but kind of quiet in my mind. Okay, they're ready to set their roots and get ready to grow next spring. So thanks for joining me, all of you, and I'm just gonna continue playing around a little bit more in my garden, and I'm gonna get to those lily bulbs tomorrow because it's getting kind of late, and I want to show you some of the things that I'm going to do with those bulbs. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and bye till then.